Good morning, students. This is the fifth video of the chapter Political Parties. And in this video, we are going to discuss reforms in political parties, or how can we change the problems, or how we can solve the problems that is present within the political parties, or in other words, how we can clean the dirt from the political parties. So let us discuss the given reforms. First point is written state funding of election. Second point is written correct information about candidate who is going to contest in the election. Third point is written anti-defection law that has already been made in the year 1985. Fourth one is one-third tickets to women candidate in order to empower them, in order to give them more representation in the parliament or in the Vidhan Sabha. Now, fifth one and last one is promotion of internal democracy. So, we already discussed in the previous video about the challenges to political parties, in which we discussed that the first major challenge is the lack of internal democracy. So, here, if we are going to give chance to a different person within the political party, the decision will be more refined, it will be more pure. So, these are the reforms which are required in today's perspective for any political party. So let us go in detail with each reforms that is written over here. State funding election. What does it mean? We all know that election process is a very expensive process. Lots of money is involved in this process, and particularly the black money is going to be invested here. So we need to understand here that black money is not good for Indian economy, and that is invested here. Apart from black money, the candidates can be purchased or sold like commodities or product after the election, and it is all because of the money that is invested. So role of money is very important in election, but excessive use of money, and that is not required, it is going to create problem here. Moreover, small political parties who don't have enough money are not able to compete with the big political parties which can generate money very easily. So it would be very unfair in the political system. So that is why a system or a proposal was made by certain commission on political reforms that state funding should be there in the election. What does it mean? It means that a special type of fund should be arranged for the election, and out of that fund every political party should get money, and that money would be accounted. It means that money would be written, that how much money A political party is going to get, how much money B political party is going to get, because the money will flow from a particular fund, and that is known to all. And after that, how much money will be expended by A political party or B political party. So all these things, all the money that is coming and that is going in the election, that is invested in the election, will be very transparent, very clear to the public also. So here, the black money will also become zero. I mean, role of black money will not be considered here, because through that state funding, it will be mandatory that every political party will get particular amount of money, and from that money only they can participate in the election, or they can compete in the election. So expenditure and income both are very clear. So transparency will be maintained, and here due to state funding, the race that is going on in terms of money will be stopped among the political parties. So this is the first reforms that is required, and perhaps in the upcoming years it will be implemented. Second one, correct information about candidates. Generally, if the candidate is going to contest election, his background is not very clear to the voters. They are not knowing their political connections or their criminal connections. So in this regard, Supreme Court gave the verdict that every political party will have to take that candidate, or will have to give the tickets to that candidate which is going to upload its affidavit on the internet or on a particular political party website. Or it will have to give the affidavit about his property, about his criminal connection, if it is there. So in that case, the candidate who is going to win the election, which is going to contest in the election, his image will be very clear in the eyes of public, and public can choose whether the vote will be given to him or not. Third point, that is anti-defection law. In 1985, a problem occurred that one candidate which was going to win seats, or which is going to win the election in the name of any political party, is going to change his political party after winning the election in order to get more money or in order to get some post. And again, when he is not getting post in that B political party, he will come back to A political party to join. So he will be no loyal. He will be not loyal to any political party. So in order to stop these things, that if any candidate is there, he must be loyal to any political party, it was decided that if any candidate is going to change his political party after winning the election, then in that case his candidature will be cancelled. So this was anti-defection law. So defection means you are going to change your political party. So it was stopped, anti-defection. So this law was made, but still problem is going on, we all know. So this should be clearly implemented in our country. Now, fourth one. You all know that tickets are given by the political party to a candidate which is having lots of money or who is a muscle man. We already discussed it in the previous video when we were discussing the challenges. That role of money and muscle power is very important in the election, and every political party is going to give tickets to only the muscle man or dominating man of a particular area, or to the person who is very rich. So here it is written that in that case the woman will be ignored. So suggestion has been made, it was given that 1/3 of the ticket should be given to women candidate, so that women should come forward and women should get chance to represent themselves in a parliamentary process or through the parliamentary procedure. Now last one is promotion of internal democracy. We already discussed this, that there is a lack of internal democracy. Even the topmost leaders are not knowing the names of the workers or the important men that are working very competent in a particular political party. So here decision is going to take place, or decision is going to be confined with only few persons. So it is required to take suggestion or to discuss any decision with all the members of any political party. For that, register should be maintained, meetings should be held regularly with all the members of any political party. So this is how the internal democracy would be promoted within the political party. So if the political party will be internally democratic, then only he can think in real terms about the actual democracy or about competing in the real democracy. So we need to understand these are the important reforms that are required in the present context, because day by day political parties are going to become dirty, and in order to stop the dirty politics, these reforms are necessary. These are required in the present time. So I think we have discussed about all the important reforms that are required, and now come to the questions. The question can be asked in different forms about the reforms, that what do you understand by the term state funding, or why state funding is necessary, or simply define the different types of reforms that may take place in any political party. So in case of state funding, we can write easily that it is the special fund that is maintained by state, means government. So here government will maintain one fund, and from that fund during election every political party will get the money, and from that money only the political party is required to contest in the election. He cannot generate money by his own. So that is the state funding of election. So in that case, the inflow or outgoing of money will be very clear or very transparent. So this is how we can easily understand that through the state funding, election process can become more fair. And apart from that, in the last question, you can write all the valid points like state funding, correct information about candidate, that is through affidavit or anti-defection law should be implemented in a proper manner, or law like this should be made in our country. Apart from that, 1/3 ticket should be given to the fair candidate and particularly to the women candidate who are really deserving. And last one is promotion of internal democracy. So these are the important reforms that are required in the present context, in the present time. Thank you so much.